Hello and welcome to TotoTCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokémon Obsidian Flames video on the channel. And in today's video we are going to be indeed checking out our pre-release promos. We have got our sealed, well, it's not sealed, it was sealed case for our actual pre-release. Everything is in here, including our deck, the pulls, and everything like that. So that's all in there, ready for us to go, as well as, of course, our sealed other 3 promos, which we will be going through throughout the video. So, if you have not already seen, we have already opened a booster box of this set, a complete booster box, and then another 25 packs on top of that. So we've got quite a bit of Obsidian Flames content already on here. So if you are looking for an opening, yes, we do have 3 packs here. These are my prize packs, so I'll be opening these. These will be mine. Whereas all of the other cards, they were given to us, and it was just, you know, a case of having them early. That was literally it. So it was great to sort of see them. But yeah, if you guys wanted to see an opening for that type of stuff, then it's on the channel already, about literally the last 2 videos. So you've got all of that there, and we've just got to wait until this Friday before we can get our hands on our own personal opening, and we'll be having a look at everything at that point. Alright, so let's get into this here. We've got our lovely pre-release kit here with the Charizard. We did take our playmat as well with us, and I also did trade up our lovely sleeves here. We normally go with greens, but this time we've got our regular here. And this is the deck here. We've got our orange sleeves matching the Charizard theme going on here. So we're going to go through what the deck was. I'll be brutally honest, this was very successful, and I didn't change pretty much anything. I'm pretty sure I may have taken, I think I added 1 Pokemon, and I also added a reverse Pokemon, and that was it. I took 2 energies out, and we just went for it. And I'll let you know the results in just a second. But anyway, let's go through this here. So trainers wise, this is all over the shop. I've not put it in order, so we've got quite a lot of stuff here. The promo, coincidentally, this is quite near the front, which is good. The promo that we got was the Togekiss, which is actually a holo in the set as well. That's quite coincidental. You'll see in a second as to why. But yeah, we've got this nice Togekiss right here. It is a very nice artwork indeed. So you can see the Obsidian Flames right there as well. So you can evolve it all the way up from Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss, which is cool. Ability here, we've got Precious Gift. Once at the end of your turn, after you attack, you may use this ability. Draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. Really, really cool. I was expecting this to be something like, you use this, your turn ends. But it wasn't. You can, you know, obviously, yes, you've got 8 cards in your hand. During a pre-release, great, because you can really get through pretty much a quarter of your deck then very quickly. And you're grabbing the cards that you need. Power Cyclone for 110. It does say movement energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench. It doesn't say you may, it's moving energy, so you need to move one, which is also really cool because obviously it keeps 1 energy. You're moving 1 energy to the bench, so you're powering up. So regardless of you kept putting energies on this, you're still powering up the bench, and each turn obviously we're grabbing energies. You can see also it's colourless as well, which is really, really cool. So we've got the Togekiss, we've got Jacques, so that helps with the evolutions and everything. Camerupt, oh my goodness me, this thing is busted during pre-release. If you had this thing was busted. Eruption. Discard the top card of each player's deck. This attack does 100 more damage for each energy card discarded in this way. It has the potential to do 250 damage, and believe me, that happened a lot of the time. So yeah, we got 50 plus anyway. If you do miss that, you still get 50 damage, which again is really cool. Even if you got 150 during a pre-release is pretty devastating, especially if you're going up against the Camerupt. It was little of the time was I ever using this Steaming Stomp for 120. Only if this thing did have 3 energies that I would use that, especially if I did need to hit 120. But most of the time you just take your luck and do 50. I had a lot of energies in this, as you can see. So that in terms of the cards we added, I think I added a 4th Numel, so we had a full play set of Numels, and then I think it was 3 Camerupt, so that was pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to stack maintenance this a little bit. We'll take the Togekiss off to the side just so we can keep everything going. There's a regular Togekiss, so obviously this would normally be a holo, but that's just the regular. We got a Rhyme, which is a new trainer in the set, so draw 3 cards, switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to their bench, but then they pick which one to bring up, so not so much that you can control it, you just sort of go bang, and it has to go back to the bench. So that's a bit of an interesting one. Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, we've seen those before. More energies, there's a holo Togekiss, which we pulled from one of our packs, so I thought, do you know what, we'll throw that in. So we pop that in there. Some more energies, Nummels, there's more Camera-Ups, Togetic and Togepi, we'll get to them in a second. We've done the Camera-Up. Togetic, we've got each player draws 3 cards, not exactly ideal that you wanted to do that and give your opponent a head start, especially a lot of the opponents I was against kept like bricking. They were just like constantly like, I've got 1 card, it doesn't do anything, can't really do much. Speed dive for 40. Just honestly, it was just get 2 energies on this, evolve it up as quick as possible, and go, go, go. The Camera-Up we've done. There's the Togepi right here. Whiny voice, that was hilarious. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it into their deck. You can get rid of some absolutely like stupid cards, and if they've only got 1 in their hand, they've got nothing, and they're just drawing into something. And if it's an energy and they've not got really much to power up, they're scooping very quickly. So yeah, that was rather interesting. Loads of energy. Artisan, that's from Paldea Revolved. Heatmore, I popped this one in. This was one of our reverses that we got. Energy Burner 30+. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. I thought, regardless of if my opponent, has got 1, 2, 3, this thing's going to be hitting some damage. It was a fire Pokemon. I thought, you know what, we'll throw it in. It's pretty tanky as well, so we'll pop that in there. That was just a little added one. Rare Candy, we know what that does. Nummel, Energy, Nemona, we've seen that plenty of times as well. And then more Togepis as well. So overall, a really, really cool deck. I really enjoyed playing this, and you can see it was just straight fire energy. There's nothing else going in here. Didn't need Psychic, didn't need anything else. It was just straight fire. And quite frankly, the whole deck was very, very fire on the day. We won all 3 matches. I don't know where that placement left me because there was quite a few people, but we won all 3 matches. Some of them were a bit more difficult. My last match to get the 3rd win, I think it was done within 7 minutes. It was so quick. I got the camera up literally on turn 2. 2 energies were on it, and we were just whacking out energies straight away, like bang, 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 bang. My opponent just scooped, and that was it. So yeah, really, really cool. Not really that many new trainers here. Pretty much just Rhyme, is it? Yeah, pretty much. It is literally just Rhyme that is the new trainer that was in this kit anyway. But yeah, overall, really, really happy with our luck on this one. Pretty much, if anyone is doing a pre-release, if you get anything that can fit into the deck, put it in there. And, you know, if something gives you more of something, if I had more Togetics, yes, more Camera-Ups, more Nummels, which is exactly what we did, just literally bulk it out as much as possible. Don't try and sway from what they've given you, because they've done that for a reason. And this definitely worked. This eruption attack was just insane. And this whole thing with the Power Cyclone back to the bench, that ability, just a one-off of that was enough to sort of really see you through for the whole game. But yeah, overall, really like that Togetic. Love that deck. It's probably one of my most favourite pre-releases because it just really all worked together very, very well. So what have we got in here? Well, we've got all of our code cards for everything. So let me just pop them down there. And then we've got our bulk here, which we'll show off before we show the pulls here. So pretty much I've put this all in order. That was the Togekiss we took out. I had an Ortega, but it didn't really sort of grab me as to like what was going on. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you sort of like flick through here and you think, oh, what can I really add here? It's a fire deck. We want fire. We had an Armarouge. I'm pretty sure I did get the evolution of that. There's Charmander, Lapras, not really much. Cleffa, didn't really pop that in. Totical. There's the Charcadet. So I could have played that, but it was a 1-1 line. And I thought, you know what, let's not bother with that. A few reverses right there. We had a reverse Rhyme as well. And then a Scovillain and Thundurus as the holo, of course. One of the other ones was the Togekiss as well. So, you know, overall, not too bad. In terms of the pulls, though, that's where it surprised me a little, because we did actually get 2 pulls, and these are my own personal ones. So we've got the Absol here. I love this artwork, very cartoonish Absol, but I really do like this one a lot. It looks really, really cool. And this is where the banger happened. I think this was on the 2nd or 3rd pack, but I was like, oh, okay, cool, cool. Ice Cube. We always get something. We always get something in these pre-releases, and we got the Ice Cube alternative artwork, which looks very, very plain and simple, but it really does work very, very well. I love how you can see, obviously, the Ice Cube right there. It's a very sort of like, you know, bog standard sort of plain field in the background, basically, but there's just that Ice Cube jumping up there. So yeah, managed to pull that, which is always very, very cool to get one of those, especially during a pre-release as well. I think pretty much the last 2 as well, we had gold cards. So yeah, pretty cool. They will be unsleeved from the orange. It was just quite topical that it was a fiery set, and I thought, do you know what, we'll have some fiery sleeves to go with that as well. So I'm going to pop that off to the side. We'll keep our deck right there. We'll close up the deck box now, and we'll keep the Togekiss right there. So it is now time to talk about the other promos and have a little look through those. So we've got all of these all nicely sealed. We're going to go through them one at a time in promo order. Togekiss has taken it out of order slightly, but we're going to go straight into it with our next one. So we've got our lovely promo right here. It's not the promo. The promo for this one is Palafin. So it is a water type. A lot of people were playing this one. A lot of people, I think, were needing a lot of switches. It was just one of those things. But let's just have a little look at this. Great artwork. I think this is a holo in the set as well. We've got Jet Punch here for 30, and then it also does 30 to one of your opponent's bench. And then we've got Justice Kick for 210. If this Pokemon didn't move from your bench to the active spot, this attack does nothing. So a little bit yikes. Weakness to Lightning's not that bad, because none of the promos here are Lightning weakness. But that Justice Kick, you definitely needed a pretty lucky switch, and I'm hoping, because I did see people were using switch, that it should also be in here as well. So let's take a look at what we get in this one, see exactly what our luck will be. Let's sleeve up the Palafin first. It does, of course, come with the little instruction leaflet, which is always pretty cool because it gives you an insight as to what you've got here. And we do seem to have a Palafin camera-upped thing here. And always, these change on the back as well. So I think my one for that one had Varoom on the back. This one has a Charizard. So, yeah. Pretty cool. It just literally anyone can turn up and be like, well, what does this thing do and how do I use it? Da 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 da, great. And then this one is da 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 da, cool. I mean, even when it says 250 there, you're like, what, pre-release? That's really cool. So yeah, always useful. Really like that. Let's have a little look, see what we've got here. We've got an absolute load of fire energies again, obviously. Oh, a little bit of water as well to spice things up there with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like probably a 7-7 split there. Didn't really count there, but hey ho. These are all in order as well, which is pretty cool. So we've got 4 nummels in total on this one, and it should be 3 camera up. Yep, there's the 3 camera up right there. So that's our fire line, and honestly, that is absolutely amazing during a pre-release. We've got a Rhyme Nest Ball as well. Then we've got a Finazin times 3 Valiant Evolution. Switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. If you do search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it, then search your deck. Okay, interesting. So you can switch out and evolve this at the same time. That's not too bad. I didn't know that that had that sort of ability, so that is rather an interesting thing to think about. Here's the regular one. This isn't the holo. Does exactly the same thing. Do quite like the artwork, and I think the holo makes it pop a bit more, but we've got 3 there as well. So a 3-4 line of Palafin, rather interesting. Clavel helping with those basic Pokemon. There's 1 switch. Great Ball, Youngster times 2, Nemona times 1, and then we get a Bonsly, which is the lovely Bonsly that hasn't been printed for 16 years with blubbering for a bit of confusion. Not too sure why that's in here. Would have been, I think, pretty cool to see maybe a fire or another water type thrown in there just for a bit of fun. But nevertheless, we shall move on. So overall, not too bad, not too bad. I'm not too sure how that would play because I've not played with the Palafin, but the fact that you've only got one switch and you're very sort of set on wanting those switches and there's not really any way of getting them back is a bit yikes. But hey, it's just one of those things. So on to our next one. You probably did just see that. It is another psychic type. It is Cleffa. So we've got a Cleffa right here. And I'm a little bit annoyed about this one. Not the promo itself, just it got delivered and it's like the rain got to it and the bottom of the promo card has got scuffed. But it's not major, but obviously I'm just glad I'm not selling it on to somebody because it's not the seller's fault. I think it's more the weather, but look at that scuff. It's just a little tiny scuff. But yeah, it's just one of those things that happens. Just a little bit annoying. So yeah, it can go into a sleeve and definitely just go in the binder. But yeah, just a little bit annoyed about that scuff there. And it teared through the pack as well, which was so annoying. But either way, we have a gorgeous artwork right here. The rest of the card is perfect. I can't moan about anything else. Grasping Draw though. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in hand. Now we have seen this one before when we were opening the other box that we had. We kept this one sealed, so it'll be interesting to see what comes with this. I have a feeling we might be having something very similar to what we've just opened. But yeah, Cleffa, very, very cool indeed. That is the next one. Yeah, because then Togekiss is that after that. So Togekiss is the third promo in this one. It is an orange sleeve, apologies. Does have the same thing, so it's exactly the same. Let's have a little look, see if this is. So we've got a load of fire energies. We're going into those 7 water, excuse me. Then we've got the 4 normal, 3 camera line. Yeah, very, very similar. Rhyme, Nestball, yeah. Finizen times 3. Palafin times 3. Clavel, Switch, Great Ball, Youngster, Nemona, Bonsly. Yeah, exactly the same. Cool, okay. Let me just grab all these Pokemon out then, just so we can stack these all up properly. Pokemon, Trainers, Energies. Same thing right there. So again, it's the switches, but then again, this one does have that free attract for draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. So if that does come into your hand first turn, you probably do want to be playing that down just so you can obviously get some additional cards very quickly. It's 30 HP, that thing's going to go down, but obviously during a pre-release you don't really want to be giving away prize cards as often, so yeah, might be one to be interested of. Alright, our last promo right here, and it is a lovely looking promo. It is Mawile. Yeah, so there's 2 Mawiles in this set. There's a Psychic and there's a Metal type. Now apparently this one is rather good. I think it's got something to do with special energies. Let's have a little look at this one and see exactly what's what with this. So we will take that one and then let's sleeve up the promo. It is dinged. Oh dearie me, it's dinged, and oh my goodness me, look at the bottom of that. Look at that. That's not even that can't be somebody cutting into the box. But it's dinged there as well. These promos, my goodness me, just a little bit of quality control. Everything else is dinged at the top as well, my goodness me. Oh, these hollows. And you can see it a lot more because of the hollows going around here. If not, you'd be like, yeah, that looks absolutely fine. And then you just see that, that mark. Anyway, let's have a look at what Mawile does. 90 HP, metal type. We've got Special Eater. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, and it does 90 for Sharp Fang. I mean, nobody had special energies in this pre-release unless you pulled them in the packs, and even then I don't think there was any that were in the set. I don't think there were. Maybe there's one, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I mean, otherwise this thing is quite useless. Which is unfortunate to say, especially for a pre-release promo. I'm glad I didn't get this one, but let's have a little look to see. Oh, it is slightly different. Okay, we do have a slightly different one. We've got Togekiss and Toxtricity. Right, okay, the Toxtricity one's going to be interesting. This has Tyranitar on the back of it. Cool. Very nice, just in case you want to have a read of that. there you go. So let's have a look at this. We've got a lightning themed one going on here. Is it all lightning? It is. Oh, and a bit of psychic. Why? Okay, we've got 2 psychics. Okay, fair enough. A load of lightning and a bit of psychic. Let's have a look to see what we've got though. So we've got a 3-2 line of Toxel to Toxtricity. This Toxtricity I think has Hollow in the set. The whole reason behind this one is the loud mix. I came against this quite a few times. So this attack does 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. So if this is at the front and you've got 5 different ones at the front, so that could be grass, fire, water, electric, and fighting. Boom. It doesn't say like this affects it. So like because it's all on the bench and they're all different, there's 5 there, so it would be 30 times 5 plus the 50. So you're looking at some big numbers there if you can get a bench full. Speaking of, we've got this very awesome Soul Rock here with that call for family, which is definitely something you probably want to get up straight away. Just so you can use that and get your bench filled up. There's one of those. Professor's Research, that's an interesting one to pop in here as well. We've got a Nest Ball Youngster, cool. Then we've got the whole Togepi line, so that's 3 Togepi, 2 Togetic, 2 Togekiss. Alright, we've got a Jacques, Rare Candy, always cool to see. Ultra Ball, Artisan, Miriam, that's a pretty cool one. And then we also have the Ordino right here with the Pokemon Go egg. We've got Find a Friend, search it. So again, another one where you can sort of search for a Pokemon, reveal it, and put it onto your bench. Oh, actually, sorry, excuse me, it goes into your hand. And then slap for 80. So yeah, for me, it's very much a case of, I mean, you've got a Professor's Research to discard and draw 7, but then you've also got the Togekiss here to get it up to 8. There's a lot of drawing into cards there, so you could deck yourself out quite quickly with this. Not too sure how I feel about this, and this is probably definitely the reason why a lot of people were changing their deck around, because in here, if the Toxtricity, sorry, was in the active, I would have 1, 2, 3 if I had another Toxel. I'd only have 3 on the bench with different typings. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it might have been pretty cool to get some quite bulky ones that maybe take some sort of lightning or just colourless and go from there really with it. That's what I'm sort of getting from this. But yeah, overall an interesting one. Probably not the best kit. Oh, and of course we've got Mawile, which can go on the bench as well, so that will put it up to 4, so you're not that far off, although this thing doesn't have any metal energies within here, so you would have to add metal if you wanted to actually use that for the 90 damage. So yeah, overall rather interesting. It is just a bit of a rather interesting one, I think. It's not really grabbing me, that one. I really honestly have to say that I quite enjoyed the deck I had with, and it's not actually here. Let me get it from the box, hold on, it's in the box. That's just so we can see what, it's not in there. Where's it gone? Where have I hidden it? Where's it gone? I know it's somewhere. Oh, I bet you it's in the code cards. Da-da-da, there it is, got it. Here we go. That's the one we wanted. This was probably the most optimal one for me, because the Togekiss, it's got a great attack, the Cameruptor's got a great attack, but that ability as well, just use it once you're set up. If you can get a load of energies in hand, this thing you can just keep it at the front, and every time you're attacking, it's just going to the bench, you can get your Camerups going. It just all synergizes all together very, very well. And there you go, there's the Varoom on that one right there. So yeah, it seems like we got 3 different types there of the different ones. Maybe there was a 4th one, because obviously there are 4 different artworks for this set. So if there is a different one, let me know if you did go to a pre-release and it was different to any of these, or you did indeed get the other promo. The other pack art, sorry, on the backs. But yeah, overall, rather interesting indeed. Let's have a little show off of all of our promos right here. Slightly dinged up promos for this set, which is slightly annoying to be honest, but I don't think it could be really thingied, because the Mawile definitely had its own little thing. The Cleffa, the weather didn't affected that one. But yeah, overall, really, really cool indeed. I think my favourite out of all of these has got to be the Togekiss. I think during a pre-release especially, it's very playable. The Mawile is definitely down there as number 4. Palafin is very sort of subjective, so I'd probably put that at 3. And Cleffa goes in 2 only because of this, because you can get a real big head start on the drawing cards until you have 7 in your hand. So yeah, overall, hopefully that has helped. If anyone is still going to pre-releases, or if anyone wants one of these promos and wonders which one is better, definitely I think go towards the Togekiss. I think the artwork is gorgeous, and the card itself, and if you do get that pack, is always very, very cool as well. But there we go. That is the pre-release all sorted for this one. We will have our first double booster box opening on Friday. We're going straight in with the double. We've already opened a single one, so if you do want to take it slow, have a little look through a booster box, then we do indeed have one. It was quite quick, actually, I have to say. When I was editing it, I was like, do you know what? That wasn't an hour. So it was about 40 odd minutes, so still definitely grab some snacks and a drink. But yeah, overall, I think it was a very interesting sort of look as the set, and I've definitely got some targets, I think, for what I want from this set, because there's a lot of things that are taking my fancy to make decks about and everything. Anyway, let's open these, because I was about to forget about them. Let's open our prize packs before we forget. That would be a good start, wouldn't it? Let's see if we were going to get anything from these. We've got a Magnemite, Eevee, Toadskull, Houndour, Wishcash, Floatzel, Umbreon, Cleffa Reverse, King Gambit Reverse, and a Geeta Holo. Nice. So that is the Holo trainer for this set. We're not going to sleep that one up, but we have gone through that one before. But yeah, the Holo trainer for the set is Geeta. It's very easy to pull because there's not a lot of Holos in this set. They all just repeat very quickly. This is the Piggy Bank Lechonk, looking very cool. Togepi, Lampent, Gloom, Gumshoes, Pupitar, Togetic, Darmanitan, Charcadet. Oh! Okay! Fair enough. Oh, okay, matching energy as well. Okay. I've been sat on this for over a week, and I've got a full art Charizard just sat here in a pack. Okay, that's pretty cool. I've pulled 2 of these so far. I definitely think we're running into more of these, aren't we? That is amazing. That is gorgeous. We've seen it before in our booster box, but we've got another one, and it's personally mine as well. That is insane. Okay. Nice one, nice. That could have been any of the other full arts, by the way, but we got the Charizard. Oh my goodness me. Speaking of Charizard, here we go. Do we go for anything else here? Will it just be that Charizard? It only has to be that Charizard, to be fair. It can be anything now. We've got a Combi, Diglett, Rowlet, Baltoy, Lapras, Masquerain, Gumshoes, Diglett number 1, Tynamo. Oh, there we go, we got Thundurus, and a matching energy. Wow, 3 packs, and we got 2 matching energies. Well, that can't be bad. That's a pretty good way to finish things off with a Charizard. Very cool, very, very cool indeed. Wow, buzzing for that. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, that's so cool, especially ahead of. Whoa, we got a pretty good go of this set already in terms of our pulls. Absol, Ice-Q, and a Charizard in 7 packs for ourselves here. But yeah, like I said, if you obviously want to see an early booster boxes on the channel, it's ready to go, so you can have a little look at that, some extra prize packs. We've now opened the pre-release kits, and we'll have some super duper quick, basically double booster packs, booster boxes, sorry, and packs coming up on Friday and onwards. So stay tuned to the channel for those, and fingers crossed Charizard will be seeing us very, very soon. Yet again, this set is looking very, very cool indeed. But there we go. I'll leave it here for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you on Friday for some more of Obsidian Flames. I'll see you then.